Ladies and gentlemen, we're hopping on board the Disney Magic for a 4-night Halloween on the High Seas cruise, and we're inviting you to come aboard with us. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Embarkation Day video. We are getting ready to board the Disney Magic for a 4-night Halloween on the High Seas cruise that goes to Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point and Nassau with a day at sea. I am so excited for this cruise because it is our first ever Halloween on the High Seas cruise. You guys have been requesting this cruise series en masse and we are finally able to do it. Before we get into anything, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching all the videos, for liking them, sharing them around, and for subscribing to the channel. It really is because of you guys that we are able to do this cruise, which we booked super last minute from our last Lookout Key cruise. Those videos did super well, and again, it's because of you guys that we were able to book this super last minute cruise. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and wrap ourselves up here in the hotel and head on downstairs to catch an Uber to get to Port Everglades. And what are you doing over here? Making all this noise.
It's for Nugget's costume.
For Nugget's costume? It's a bunch of white dots. Are we gonna tell him what the costume is yet? Take that as a no. Before we head on out though, we gotta put on our luggage tags. And as long as you're living somewhere like mailable, you should be getting luggage tags sent to you guys in the mail about a month or so prior to your cruise, because that's when we got ours. Shortly after we booked our cruise, we got our luggage tags in the mail. And you should be getting 2 per person in a room. Now, it is also worth noting that if you don't get luggage tags sent to you in the mail, that is totally fine. They will have luggage tags to write out for you by hand when you get to the port. We're just showing the whole process of dropping the bags off with the porters and everything. All right, there you go.
Thank you, young man.
All right, and the next time we see the bags, we'll be in our room. So when you guys actually get to Port Everglades, you're gonna be dropped off in one of 2 locations. You have the location that's over here against the wall. You can see the ship that's right there, or you have another location that's a little bit further in. It looks like they're directing traffic both ways. So either way, there are gonna be porters there waiting for you when you get out of whatever vehicle you're in, and they are gonna be there to take your bags. Typically, you do tip the porters $1 to $2 per bag, so just tip at your discretion. They work really hard, so go ahead and tip them. And once you drop off your bags, you're gonna continue walking all the way down to the main building. So let's go ahead and make our way there now. In case you guys are curious, here is the alcohol policy for Disney Cruise Line. You can go ahead and pause the video and read if you so desire. Now, if you're parking your vehicle, you're still gonna pull in over here and drop your bags off in one of these 2 locations. And then once you're done, you're gonna bring your vehicle around and there's a sign right there that says parking. You're gonna take your car all the way up into the parking garage, and up there I believe is where you actually pay for your parking. You're gonna prepay for it, and it's $20 per day that you're parked here. And in case you guys are curious, there are vending machines here in the outside portion of the terminal that offers drinks and snacks.
$2, not bad.
$2, yeah, that's actually not bad. And in case you guys are curious, along this far wall over here, they do have restrooms. So we just got past our first port arrival time check. They are gonna be separating you guys based off group. So our port arrival time was 11:15. It is just after 11 o'clock right now. So they are directing us right on inside. You're gonna make your way around the corner over here on the right, and you're gonna walk down this long passageway over to the main entrance of the terminal. And guess what, guys? This is Coda's first cruise as a Platinum Castaway Club member. So she can go into this line by herself if she wanted to. All right, check-in was nice and easy. Now it is time to head on through security. Once you get past security, we do have a line for assisted check-in. That is if you had any other questions regarding your stateroom, or if you wanted to handle any upgrades, you can go ahead and handle that right over here against this wall. So as you guys can see, there is a lot of seating here in the terminal. Boarding is gonna start very, very soon. They just lined up the family of the day. They're gonna be the first ones to board the ship, and then they're gonna start boarding the ship by group, starting with concierge guests who are all up here in their own separate lounge. There's going to be a separate escalator to get you guys up there if you are staying in concierge. You guys are going to board first, and then they're going to board by group. Over there is the back wall of the terminal. You can kind of see the ship through the glass over there. Up there is our concierge level. Right over here on the left is going to be your restrooms in case you guys are needing one. So again, moving on further in, this is the back wall over here. You can see the portholes through the window. They actually moved the vending machines. They're up against this wall on the far left over here rather than where they were before back there in that corner on the right. Very interesting. They also have a little photo op over here against this back wall right next to the vending machines as well, so you can go up and get your first family photo. So in typical Embarkation Day fashion, the first thing Coda did was sit down and open up the Navigator app. Where are we having dinner tonight?
Animator's Palette.
Animator's Palette. We have a busy night ahead of us, actually, because not only do we have Animator's Palette, but we have the tree lighting ceremony for the Halloween, and then we have Tangle tonight as well. It's a pretty jam-packed night. I'm not gonna lie, holy cow. I hope you're ready, and I hope you guys are ready as well. It's gonna be a long video. It is absolutely wild to me how I have only been in this building for maybe 15 minutes. I've been going around getting a bunch of footage, and I am already meeting so many of you guys. It is wild. It blows my mind. With each cruise that we go on, we meet more and more people, more and more subscribers, and it absolutely blows my mind that so many people watch these videos. And I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for watching all these videos. I wouldn't be able to do what I do for a part-time job without the help and support of you guys, so thank you all so much for everything that you guys do. I also want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our travel agent sponsors, MC Travel Company. We are officially partnered with them to bring you guys a lot more Disney Cruise Line content now and in the future, and I'm super excited about that. If you guys use the link in the description below or scan the QR code up here and book with them, make sure you guys mention Theme Park Express and you guys can get up to $100 in onboard credit for your next cruise. They helped us out so much in booking this super last minute cruise. They handled absolutely everything, and they honestly took all the stress and hassle out of booking a last minute cruise. So if you guys book with MC Travel Company, not only are you going to get the assistance of a dedicated travel agent, but by telling them that Theme Park Express sent you, you're also directly supporting my channel as well. But with all that being said, guys, I think boarding is about to start very, very soon. So let's get on board the ship. All right, boarding group 5 has been announced. It's time to get on board the ship. Boarding a little bit later than usual today, but I'm not complaining. We're still getting on. Time to walk through the Mickey funnel. Let's go up the escalators.
Make some noise!
Woohoo! You were here in January. Fist bump. I love it. All right, we are on the gangway, getting ready to get on board the Disney Magic. How excited are you? It's your favorite ship. We're getting back on once again. It's been a hot minute since we've boarded one of the smaller ships. So they actually scan us in right here onto the ship. Look at that, the pumpkin tree. They're assembling it right now. Yay, we're back on board the Disney Magic. Thank you so much. Oh, look at all the Halloween decorations. We finally made it onto a Halloween cruise. Oh, look at Minnie up there, greeting guests. Okay, first things first, Palo reservations. Hello, Palo reservations in Soul Cat. Thank you. Look at the decals on the windows. Look at the decals. They're pumpkins. All the portholes are pumpkins. So yeah, Soul Cat Lounge. We gotta go over there. Gotta secure a Palo reservation. That is an unfortunate downside to booking a super last minute cruise, is that it is extremely difficult to secure a Palo brunch reservation. We did get Palo dinner, so worst case scenario, we have that. But yeah, Palo brunch is like the most important thing. So we're gonna be hopefully getting that reservation now. If not, getting on a wait list. We'll see what happens. We're boarding group 5, so we're a little bit early. Fingers crossed. Meanwhile, this one is gonna pregame lunch at Cabanas. Bye, babe. Okay, success. I am so happy we managed to get Palo brunch reservation. We unfortunately had to miss out on it on our last cruise on Fantasy because, oh, Lord knows, there were so many Castaway Club members on that cruise and so many Pearl members on that cruise that it was almost impossible to get Palo brunch. But we got it for this cruise on our Nassau day, so I'm very excited about that. And then we have Palo dinner on our very last night, which isn't bad at all. I'll go ahead and take it. But if you do want to secure a Palo brunch reservation as soon as you get on the ship, you need to come to the Soul Cat Lounge, and that's only if you're sailing on the Magic. If you're sailing on the Disney Magic, you have to come down here to the Soul Cat Lounge. This is on deck 3, heading aft towards Rapunzel's. So you're making your way towards the Rapunzel's restaurant. You're going to walk right by the Soul Cat Lounge. You'll see a couple of desks set up. That is where they are going to be able to assist you with main dining room and Palo reservation changes. Now, you need to make sure you get on the ship as early as possible because only a couple families behind me is when they started doing wait list and they couldn't guarantee anything. So yeah, the earlier you get on the ship, the better chances you have at securing a Palo brunch. This is also our first look at the all-new Soul Cat Lounge. The last time we were here, I do believe this was called the Tune-In Lounge or Promenade Lounge. I think it was the Promenade Lounge. Either way, it was very different the last time we were here, and now it is themed around Soul. You can see Joe Gardner's jacket and hat over here. We have a piano set up in the center. We have a couple of TV screens. We have a bar. We have some artwork along the walls. This whole place looks really nice. I love it. I can't wait to do some trivias in here. I also want to take a second to point out the spiderweb decals on all the portholes over here. So down that way, it was all jack-o'-lanterns, and now we have spiderwebs. I love it. So because I am partnered with MC Travel Company, I am also filming content for their YouTube channel as well. So we're going to be doing things a little bit differently today. We're actually going to be making our way over to the kids clubs. Now I know we don't typically spend any time in the kids clubs on these cruises, mostly because we don't have any kids, but we did get a couple of requests from the travel agency to get a couple shots from that and film a video dedicated to the kids clubs. So let's go meet up with Coda and check it on out. A neat little detail that I like on Disney ships is that on the deck where the kids clubs are, the ceilings are made a little bit lower to make kids feel taller. So I'm 5'5". I can touch the ceiling over here. I can almost put my whole palm on it. It definitely makes me feel taller. All right, time to explore the Oceaneer Lab. They are currently doing an open house right now, so this is our opportunity to go in and explore. They got the cool hand washing machines. Yeah, just stick your hands in and you hold it. Washing hands, and then it tells you when you're done. Thank you.
Wash cycle complete. Oh yeah, you can tell they like spray soap on you too.
I've literally always wanted to try and do this. Hopefully it doesn't knock off my ring. It shouldn't.
No, it's not hard.
That is so weird. Yeah, you can feel the soap. That is so cool. I love that. You don't have to do anything.
Except dry.
Except dry. So it's important to note that the Oceaneers Club and Lab are both designated for ages 3 to 10. However, one of the counselors said that they tend to see the older side of that age group in here in Lab, which makes a bit more sense based off of what I'm seeing over here. It's a lot more wide open space. We have a giant chessboard over here, which, Coda, what did you say?
When I make my move.
You're free to check the king.
No, you can't.
Oh no, Harry Potter ruined us. But yeah, this space is absolutely massive. There's so much room for activities here. It is insane. And they do have, video games and stuff in both sections. And what's really cool is that there is a hallway that actually connects the two spaces together. It's kind of like a kids-only hallway, which I think is really cool. So we're going to be checking, not really the hallway out, but we're going to be going over to the Oceaneers Club in just a little bit to check that out. But let's go ahead and explore just a little bit more of what they have in here. So as you guys can kind of see, it's very like adventure vibes in here. There's a bunch of treasure maps, and there's pirate ships over here. There's pirates right there. We have swords. There's an animation studio, a craft studio. Okay, this is actually something that I had no idea about. Check this out, guys. The Society of Explorers and Adventurers. If you know, you know. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh, I love this. If you guys know about the Society of Explorers and Adventurers, then you guys are gonna geek out over this. And then we also have a printout over here for the Hotel High Tower grand opening. This is the Tower of Terror that you can find over at Tokyo Disney Sea. It's a Tokyo Disney Sea. And then over here, we have Mystic Manor, Lord Henry Mystic and Albert Tea Party at Mystic Manor. This is so cool. This is the Haunted Mansion equivalent that you can find in Hong Kong Disneyland. And here is the logo for the Society of Adventurers and Explorers. This is all so cool. I had no idea that there was actually a sea tie-in to all of this. And not to worry, guys, in the back of the Oceaneers Club, they have their own dedicated restrooms as well, with hand washing stations, different stalls, and take a look at this little Mickey mirror over here as well.
So the Oceaneers band is what we will assign the kids. This helps them come in and out of the kids club. It tracks them around the venue as well, so when they're being picked up, we know exactly where they are and where they're playing. And also, these interact with the shows inside the space, so when we have Disney Junior Dance Party and things, they're going to flash and interact with the music, and they're really great little bands that the kids get to wear during the cruise.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, we have exited the lab, and now we are making our way over to the Oceaneers Club, which is just a little bit further down the hallway. Okay, so we've made it inside the Oceaneers Club. This is the Oceaneers Club. It's very easy to get the two confused, but this space is definitely geared towards the younger end of the 3 to 10-year-olds. We have Pixie Hollow over here. We have an Avengers room. We have Andy's room back there. They even have like a Club Disney, a Disney Club Junior area over here. The ceilings are a lot lower, so I feel a lot taller. This is a really cool space. And check this out, guys. Over in the Avengers section, they have Captain America's training shield. It's not his actual shield, but it's a training shield. We have an Iron Man Mark 6 prototype. That's really cool. You get a good look at that with the lights and everything in the background. We have a giant screen over here. It looks like we have an Xbox Connect, so kids can play a couple of games. We have Mjolnir over here in the corner. What do you call Mjolnir?
Mew Mew.
Mew Mew? I'm not sure what this is for.
I don't know.
It's a teleportation device. We of course have our own dedicated bathroom area over here with a bunch of characters. That's really cool. Holy cow, check out this section over here of Andy's room. They have a bed and a Slinky Dog slide and everything. This is so cool. Check out all the lights up there and the what is it, the cork board. You're going up? All right, I'll go too. Going up to the top of Andy's bed. Oh, this is adorable. This is so cool. I would have killed to have bed sheets like this when I was little, honestly. Having fun with Ham?
Yeah.
Where's his cork? His cork is missing. Someone stole his cork.
Well, somebody also took Mr. Potato Head's arm.
Aw, Mr. Potato Head, what's going on with you? He's got his angry eyes on. I think we've spent an adequate amount of time exploring the Oceaneers Club and the Oceaneers Lab. Now we are making our way to the very back of the ship and aft. Ooh, we can watch Descendants. Over here is the Buena Vista Theater. This is also on deck 5, but more towards the aft of the ship. So we're gonna head on to the very back and we're gonna go down a couple floors and we're gonna have lunch at Rapunzel's Royal Table. I'm only gonna be eating a little bit, so is Coda too, because she decided to pregame at Cabanas. Okay, so we're gonna scratch that plan. Rapunzel's actually has a little bit of a wait to get in right now as the restaurant is full, which is completely understandable. It's just before 1:30 right now. So we're actually gonna head down to our stateroom, which should be available for us in like less than 10 minutes, 5 minutes, Coda says. So yeah, we're gonna go into the stateroom, we're gonna explore that, do a room tour, and then we're just gonna order room service and chill out there for a little bit until we have to do our muster drill, which is at what time? 3:30, 3:45. Oh, hello. So on any other cruise, we would be going upstairs to our stateroom, but we're actually doing something a little different this cruise. We're going down to deck 2. That's where our stateroom is gonna be. We are in an inside stateroom on deck 2 for this cruise. Now, I have never stayed in a deck 2 stateroom before, so I'm very excited to see what it's like, what the vibrations are like, if anything, the sway of the ship. We're gonna be reviewing it for you guys, so that way you know what to expect if this is the kind of stateroom that you got. So as you guys can see, the staterooms open at 1:30. I will also say it is a little bit toasty on the ship right now. It is a little bit warm. You can see I got a little bit of sweat going on my hat. Just be prepared for that. Typically on embarkation day, it does get a little warm on the ship because they have so many doors open and so many people are in, such small spaces. But as the day progresses, as people start to spread out, the, ship will cool itself down a little bit. All right, staterooms are open. Let's head on down and find ours. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank the fantastic sponsor of today's video, Magical Day Creations. Magical Day Creations is your one-stop shop for anyone looking to customize their Disney World or Disney Cruise Line vacation. From custom 3D printed mini ears to their #1 best-selling cruise door magnets, Magical Day Creations is sure to have the perfect product for you and any member of your family. What you guys are seeing here are just some of the incredible magnets that Magical Day Creations has kindly sent to us over the course of the last few years. We absolutely love them. The quality is incredible. travel, and they're fully customizable. I personally love these customizable magnet hooks that can be used inside your stateroom. They can be used to hold anything from lanyards to wet towels to even your mini ears. I'm also very happy to announce that you can now show off your love for Theme Park Express by picking up your own TPX door magnets with Magical Day Creations as well. Let your fellow cruisers know that you came prepared for your vacation and pick up one of these magnets for your next cruise. When you guys are done shopping, be sure to use code TPX10 at checkout to get 10% off your entire order. Thank you so much to MagicalDayCreations.com for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to the cruise vlog. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, stateroom 2605. This is a standard inside stateroom on deck 2 of the Disney Magic. Coda, go ahead and do the honors.
Platinum.
Platinum, yeah, there you are. Wait, hold on, focus. Come on, camera, focus. There you go. Look at that. Platinum Castaway Club. Good job, baby.
Oh.
Wow, this room is really bright. Holy cow.
Yeah, I know.
Holy moly, I was not expecting the room to be this bright. But check this out, guys. We have some stateroom decorations for Halloween on the high seas. I love this. Now, this is something that I pre-purchased ahead of time. I found out online when these went on sale, and this is something that you can purchase and add on to your stateroom. I forget how much it was. I'll put it in down here so that way you guys can see. But yeah, we have some little dangly things. We have a nice big throw blanket that you do get to keep. We have a Stitch bag. We have a little pillow that we get to keep. And it says Boo over here as well. This is so cool. I love it. I'm so glad I got this. All right, let's go ahead and give you a stateroom tour of room 2605, a standard inside stateroom on board the Disney Magic. Stateroom is rather small, so this shouldn't take very long. As soon as you walk in over here on your left, you have your first of 2 bathrooms, which I'm actually very surprised because this is supposed to be a standard room, and typically standard rooms only have 1 bathroom. You typically don't see the split bathrooms in standards. So did we get upgraded to a deluxe? I have no idea, but I'm not complaining. We have our first bathroom over here, which features a toilet and a sink. We have, of course, our former H2O products, which are no longer labeled as H2O. We have an old school hairdryer over here. Go ahead and plug that back in, as well as an outlet over here. Nice big mirror for doing whatever you need to do. We have some storage space, and we have a couple of towels. Very important. Make sure you guys watch your step when going into the bathrooms. There is a little bit of a lip here, and it is a tripping hazard. Moving on, next door, we have our shower room. If the camera will focus, thank you very much. We have a sink over here with a couple of towels. We have our big bath towels over here along the wall. Again, another mirror, and we have our shower. Nothing too crazy. It's a tub. So it's good if you have little ones. It gets the job done. We, of course, have our H2O products over here. We have shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. On the opposite side from our bathrooms, we, of course, have our closet space over here. Let's go ahead and open this up. We have our life jackets up here, a bunch of hangers, some space to store suitcases or long dresses if you have them. Let's go ahead and open up the other side. We have some more hangers, some more life jackets. We have our ladder for our bunk bed. We also have a laundry bag and a laundry service list in case you want to have them do your laundry for you. We also have a safe over here and a couple more storage shelves down here. Next door from the closet, we have some more storage space over here. We have a shelf on top with a couple of glasses. We have a counter space over here with our Castaway Club gifts that we will be getting into in a little bit. And then we have shelves. A bunch of different shelves over here for storing different items. Next door, we have a couple of our bags over here, but there is a little bit of a bench with some storage space underneath. Next to the bench, we have our desk space. Definitely a smaller desk than what we're used to, but again, we're in an inside stateroom. Space is pretty limited. One thing that I want you guys to never forget is to open up this drawer over here for some freebies. So you will have some Disney Cruise Line envelopes, some paper, you have a pen, This is your door hanger for whenever you want to order breakfast in the morning to your stateroom. And you have 2 free postcards over here in these drawers. So don't forget to open it up and check these out. You of course have a stool down here. We have another storage space to the side. A couple more drawers over here. This one has a hairdryer and of course a heat mat. And right next to those drawers, we have our fridge over here. It's not really a mini fridge, it's more like a cooler because it's not going to keep anything like ice cold. How do I open this thing? Ah, there we go. You open it from that side. There are no shelves in there, which is very interesting to see.
That's new.
Yeah, it's very new. But yeah, it's not going to keep anything like ice cold. It's going to keep it cool, so it's more of a cooler. Go ahead and close that. We, of course, have our nice big TV over here that says Vasquez and La Palm Party, which is really nice. And then up above that, we have a couple of cabinets. Turning on around on the opposite side, we have my beautiful fiance Dakota over here. We also have a nice couch over here, or sofa. It's not a sofa. What would you call this? Couch?
What's the difference?
I don't know. What is the difference between couch and sofa?
Oh,
Anyways, we have some nice artwork on the wall with some musical notes. Up above over here is going to be our pull-down bunk bed. So if you have any children with you, they are going to be able to pull that down and make that for you. We have a coffee table over here. Something important to note is that this sofa pulls down into a bed as well. And last but not least, on the far end of the room, we have our bed. Now, we are on a Halloween on the High Seas cruise, so all of these Halloween decorations are probably not going to be here whenever you sail on your cruise. These were items that I pre-purchased ahead of time, but we have a nice large bed over here. Next door, we have our stateroom phone, as well as some storage space above and below. We have a little bit of a drawer right here. There are no outlets. Actually, there is a single outlet right here over there behind the phone. Let's move on the opposite side of the bed over here where we have some more storage space, some more drawers. So yeah, even though this is a small room, there is no shortage of space to store your items, which is really good. I appreciate that. On the opposite side of the bed over here, we have another lamp that is a little lopsided and a couple more outlets over here. So this is a 26-year-old ship, so you're not going to find any USBs or USB-Cs, nothing fancy like that. You just have your old school outlets. And then of course, to round things off, we have a nice mirror over here. Okay, so what I said about not having any USBs, just forget that I said that. They updated it. We have a couple of proper outlets over here with a couple of USBs. So there you go. Now, like I said earlier, the ship is 26 going on 27 years old. So it's very obvious when you look around this room that it is very well lived in. There's a couple dings and scratches here and there. There's a couple of scuff marks on the walls, but it's nothing crazy. As long as you go into it knowing that this is an old ship, then you should be totally fine. And as long as you're not expecting anything brand spanking new like the Wish or the Treasure, then yeah, you should be totally fine. Other than that, I have nothing to really complain about with this room, at least nothing right now. It's good enough. We're only going to be sleeping in here anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Let's go ahead and get into our stateroom gifts over here. We are both Platinum Castaway Club members, so we have quite a few things to go over. This beach towel over here is for Platinum Castaway Club members. It's important to note that all of these items are 1 per room. So you could have a stateroom with 5 Platinum Castaway Club members. You only get 1 beach towel, so make sure you guys decide ahead of time who's going to get what. We, of course, have our Platinum lanyards over here, which Coda is going to be rocking for the very first time. Next up, for our Gold Castaway Club members, we have a wet dry bag. You can go ahead and use this to store different items in. And then for our Silver Castaway Club members, you only need to have sailed 1 time with Disney Cruise Line in order to qualify as a Silver Castaway Club member, and you get this nice little tote bag. Okay, now is a perfect time to connect to the ship's Wi-Fi. Let's go ahead and go into our settings, Wi-Fi, DCL guest. We will wait for that to connect. All right, we are now connected. Now we can move on over to the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app, and it's going to take a second to connect to the actual ship. It says thanks for connecting, and this is where you can link your stateroom. So we're going to go ahead and allow Face ID for easy access. And because I've cruised before, all of my information is already set in the app, but if you haven't sailed before, then you're going to have to fill all this out on your very first day. We're going to go ahead and proceed. We can create our custom PIN number for whenever we make any purchases. I'm going to go ahead and proceed. And now we are on the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app homepage. This is where you are going to find everything you need to know regarding your cruise. What we're going to focus on right now is purchasing Wi-Fi. So we're going to come on over here to the More tab, and you can see Connect to Internet. We're going to go ahead and hit that, and we're going to go ahead and register for an account. So regardless of whether or not you've sailed before, you are going to have to register like brand new. So we're going to fill out our information over here. We are cabin 2605. Fill out your information for your birthday, make a custom username, and you're going to create a custom PIN number. Once you're done with that, you're going to hit register. We're going to update our password. Now here is a look at the different internet plans. You have Stay Connected for $18 a day, Basic Surf for $28, Premium Surf for $42. We're going to be doing the Premium Surf for $42 a day. I think the prices actually went up since the last time we were here. I think it was $36 the last time. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on down. We have For the Voyage, which is going to be $136, or you can do it for 24 hours for $42. We're going to go ahead and do for the whole voyage. Now, a little hack that I have is if you only need it for a couple of devices, only purchase it for the one device. You can log out of the internet on one device and log into it on another, and you can have the full internet totally fine. So that's what Coda and I prefer to do. So we have a $136 purchase for the Premium Surf for the entire voyage. We're going to go ahead and purchase that. It's going to ask you to confirm. And voila, there you go. If you ever need to log out, all you need to do is hit this little slider over here where you can disconnect from the internet. Or if you want to be like Coda, you can also kick out someone who is currently using the internet. Yeah. She likes to do that. Now that we are getting settled into the room, it is important that I take out my medication from the bottle, if I can do this one-handed. For those of you guys who don't know, I am currently on a Zepbound medication. It is a semaglutide weight loss medication. So I have my injector pen right here. It does need to stay cool. It can stay like uncool for I think it's 28 days, but they prefer it to stay cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss that in there so it can stay cool, and I will be injecting myself at a later date on this cruise. Okay, lunch is served. So we have a lot over here. So first of all, Coda's very excited clearly about the food. So first of all, we have our complimentary Platinum Castaway Club thank you gift, which is our non-alcoholic Cloud and Blue. I'm very excited for that. Coda originally ordered a chocolate cake, but they did not have the chocolate cake, so they decided to compensate her with some Mickey Premium bars, which is a really good thing about Disney cruises, is that you can get all of the Mickey Premium bars you can ever want. So Coda's going to go ahead and swipe that. All right, let's go over what we got. So I have one of the all-new flatbreads on the menu. This is the lamb and beef flatbread. I'm excited to try that out. We also have some fries with ranch that Coda wanted. And over here, Coda got the all hands on deck, which is a cheese and cracker plate with some grapes. And for dessert, I opted for the New York cheesecake. Current time is just before 3 o'clock, and our first bag was outside of our door. This is our big bag with all of our clothes in it, so the most important one's here. Yay. So a couple things I want you guys to be aware of. When it comes to your checked bags arriving at your stateroom, be aware that it is entirely possible for your bags to arrive a little bit later in the day, possibly after we set sail. And make sure you plan for that as far as your outfits for the day, as for what you're wearing getting onto the cruise and what you're possibly going to be wearing to dinner. Because there are some individuals who are in our hallway who are quite upset that their bags haven't arrived yet when it seems like everyone else's bags have when we're still missing a bag. So just be aware of that and plan for your bags to not arrive until later in the day. But anyways, we have a quick outfit change from Coda over here as we get ready to make way to our assembly station. Something that is also worth noting is that departure times for a lot of Disney cruise ships have actually changed. So before, your all aboard time would be at about 4 o'clock, I think. Now it has changed to 3 o'clock or 3:30. I'll put it down here with the exact information. But yeah, with the earlier all aboard time, it means that your muster drill is also at an earlier time as well. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that your cruise gets started sooner. But it also means that you have to get to the port sooner, so you have a little bit less leeway when it comes to getting on board the ship. So just be aware of that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, it is that time again. we need to all gather outside for our assembly drill. We are Assembly Station M. Assembly Station M.
So much candy. Oh my god.
You may also contact guest services at any time. Thank you for your attention during this drill. The drill is hereby completed.
Go, 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 go. And now begins the biggest exercise of the trip, making our way from deck 4 to, I don't even know what deck. I keep forgetting. This is a smaller ship. I think like 9, 10 maybe? Whew, okay. We've made it up to deck 10. Up to deck 10. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whew. What a workout. Holy moly. Oh, okay, we have made it to the top deck for the Sail Away party. Thanks to Coda, the trooper. She ran up here. Perfect viewing spot.
I said, who's ready? Let's make some noise, yeah? Everybody scream! Want me to hear you scream? It is showtime, baby. Everyone, please welcome your party patrol. Nice to see you, friend. Let me see back. This is the part where you stand up and dance along. Cause it is time to sail away. Here we go.
Party, it's a time of the year. All the friends invited, so we starting to cheer. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, and I know I don't need anybody to come and stop me. We throw our hands in the air, and you always feel high. There's a party right here, no vacation. So throw your hands in the air, something's in the party, so we starting to cheer. You ready to party? You won't be late. Let's get it started, cause we just can't wait.
Jump down.
You're excited, let me hear you say, oh, M-I-C, can't be right, M-O-U-S-E. Everybody put the hands up, it's a good time. Oh, everybody dance up, it's a good time. To the east, yeah, to the west, yeah, celebrate, party with the best guy. Everybody, it's a good time, it's a good time. Sing along.
Let me hear you. Everyone, please welcome the game. We got to play.
Hey, everybody!
And the goodest boy, Bruno. And the #1 dog, Insano. And the sweetest heart, Miss Minnie Mouse.
Oh, hello everyone! Welcome to the party!
And of course, we'd never forget about everyone's favorite pal. We got the big guy, Mickey.
Hi, folks! Good to see you!
Game's off here. Let's go.
You ready to party? Party won't be late.
Nope.
Let's get it started, cause we just can't wait. Let's go! If you're excited, oh, yes! Let me hear you say, oh, M-I-C, can't be right, M-O-U-S-E. That's me! It's a good time! Oh, everybody dance up! It's a good
fun isn't over just quite yet. I'd like you to meet one of my favorite people, and soon to be one of yours. It's your cruise director! Yeah!
Well, hello everyone! It looks like you're having a good time. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to say goodbye to Fort Lauderdale and hello to your cruise vacation. I think we should sound the ship's horn. Little countdown, baby?
Here we go!
1, 3, 2, 1.
Disney Magic, you're on vacation!
And with that, guys, we are sailing away from Port Everglades and making our way to Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. We will be there tomorrow morning. Now, this is actually the first time in a while that we've actually experienced a sail away party while actually sailing away. Typically, when we're sailing out of Port Canaveral, we're doing the sail away party and we're still tethered to the dock, you know, and we're not moving at all. But because of these earlier all aboard times, we're able to get out a lot earlier. So that's actually really cool. It was a lot of fun to watch us sail away while watching the sail away party. I love it. My statement from our January cruise still holds true. If I become a millionaire, I want that house right there in the corner. I want that one so I can watch all the ships sail away every day. Something that I love doing even when I'm not on a cruise is sometimes I pull up the webcams for the different ports. There's a webcam for Port Miami, Port Everglades, and Port Canaveral, and we can watch ourselves sail away. The camera actually tracks the ship too, and sometimes it zooms in on the upper decks on the passengers, so we might be able to spot ourselves. See how it's tracking the ship right now? That's so cool. If I recall correctly, the webcam is off in this area right here. We're able to see ourselves sailing away, which is really cool. I love that. Actually, no, I think the webcam is over here because we have a couple of angled palm trees. Oh, look, they're zooming in on us. They're zooming in on the front of the ship. Oh, I see Coda. I see Coda. Wait, where's me? Where's me? Where's me? There I am. Yeah. Let's see what the lag time on this is. Ah, zoomed in some more. Oh, they're zooming in on the British flag over here. Oh, they're getting ready to sound the horn.
May I have your attention, please?
Oh, it's about to be loud.
This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears.
It's gonna be loud. Ah, we are sailing away. All right, we have officially sailed away. You guys know what time it is. A Disney cruise tradition. As soon as we sail away, we need to go to a bar and get a pina colada. Let's go grab one. So I think our first pina colada is gonna be from right here at the Signals bar in the adult only area. All right, it's recording. You can say hi.
Welcome to Disney Magic in the Signal Bar.
Excellent, the best bartender on the ship. And here we are, guys, the famous pina coladas, our favorite thing to get on board Disney Cruise Line. All right, the doors are open. Let the chaos begin. Everybody go for the Halloween on the high seas stuff. People are grabbing Spirit jerseys left and right. I see Hocus Pocus shirts. I see a couple mugs, some bags, but I don't see any shirts that say Halloween on the high seas. I just see the Spirit jerseys. So it looks like we have some bags over here. What is that? Some cider drink mix, Spirit jerseys in the larger sizes are getting decimated. I'm sure they'll restock, hopefully. We have a couple of mugs over here. We have these Hocus Pocus long sleeves with the Sanderson sisters. things are pretty chaotic right now, as they normally are on embarkation days. Everything back to back to back to back to back. We barely had a couple minutes to get back to the room and drop off our stuff and to kind of take a quick breather, and now dinner starts like right now. Next floor up, baby. So Rapunzel's is on deck 4. We're going, actually no, on deck 3, we're going to deck 4. And then I'm gonna have to leave in the middle of dinner. Well, not really in the middle, but like close towards the end, because I gotta get a spot for the pumpkin tree lighting ceremony. Oh boy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Animator's Palette.
Wipe your hands, we just washed them. Wipe them anyway. Thank you. Trash, maybe?
All right, made it to table number 31 here at Animator's Palette. We are tucked away in a corner. Not necessarily a bad thing. We have a TV right here next to us as well, so we won't be left out of the action. I love this. All right, here we are at Animator's Palette. Let's take a look at the menu. All right, starting things off with our specialty cocktails up top. You guys are free to pause the video if you so desire. For our appetizers, a smoked salmon tartare, sliced serrano ham, my favorite black truffle pasta per sets, and a tomato tart. For our soups and salads, a creamy butternut squash soup, one of my favorites, a baked potato and cheddar cheese soup, as well as an arugula salad, and my personal favorite, a chicken and walnut salad. I get that on every cruise now. In our bread service, we have a garlic and herb focaccia bread with roasted garlic dip. For our main courses, we have a panette bolognese, a grilled tuna steak, a lemon thyme marinated all-natural chicken breast, my personal favorite, an herb crusted pork chop, and a ginger teriyaki dusted Angus beef tenderloin. And of course, here are your vegetarian and lighter note offerings. We of course have our bread basket to start off with. We have some regular rolls as well as some focaccia bread. Coda went ahead and helped herself to some focaccia bread. And finally, we have our garlic dip back. On the last couple cruises, they didn't have it. And I told them, I said, this is different from what you normally have. And they said no, they were gaslighting me. This is exactly what I want. They've been giving us something different on the last couple cruises. Something that I love about this Animator's Palette is that they start doing sketches on the wall, and I believe they might do it at the other Animator's Palettes too on the Dream and Fantasy, but I just specifically remember it with this one, and it's fun to guess. It's fun to guess what character is about to be drawn. Coda's guessing Tigger. I say Jiminy Cricket. I think it's Jiminy Cricket just based off the eyes and the head shape. Okay, I think it's pretty obvious at this point that it's Jiminy Cricket. Our first appetizer of the evening is gonna be the black truffle pasta per sets. So you guys already know, I think black truffle pasta is God's gift to man. It is so good. 11 out of 10 meal. Coda just said something that made me pretty sad. Is that we currently don't have any cruises booked in the future, like within the next year, that offer black truffle pasta on the menu. And I don't know how I feel about that, because our next cruise is on the Treasure in January. After that, we have our wedding cruise on the Wish, and then we have nothing else currently after that. So, yeah, I'm pretty sad. It's my last time having black truffle pasta for a while. Unless these videos do well and we'll, hop back on the Disney Dream, because the Disney Dream is about to get a refurb, where it's getting a cantina on the upper deck.
Oh yeah.
With the taco bar, So who knows? If these videos do well, we might hop back on the Disney Dream. Next up, we have my favorite salad on board Disney Cruise Line, the chicken and walnut salad. It is so good. You guys gotta trust me on this one. It is amazing. All right, our entrees have arrived, and in record time too. It is 6:19 right now, and we walked in here just after 6:45. But here is my herb-crusted pork chop. It looks and smells absolutely amazing, and that risotto on the bottom is my favorite. Coda, what did you get?
I got from the lighter notes, I had the oven-baked salmon, and then I had the option of rice, baked potato, french fries, or mashed potatoes. I got mashed potatoes.
Excellent. It looks really good. Okay, we are so incredibly full. We're not gonna get any dessert, but I'm still gonna show you the menu. Over here on the first page, we have our specialty drinks and coffees. All of these do cost extra. I'm only gonna show this to you once because every night it's the same night. But on this side is where we have our desserts. We have a crunchy walnut cake a chocolate fudge cheesecake, a cookies and cream sundae, which is really good, my personal favorite, and we also have a warm sticky date pudding, which is also pretty good. For our specialty dessert, we have a lemon icebox pie, and for your no sugar added, we have a deconstructed carrot cake. Little fun facts for you guys. Once you see the drawings start to get color, that's how you know that the show is about to start, so just pay attention. All right, guys, I know I said we wouldn't get dessert, but you should have seen it. Our server twisted my arm, threw me on the table, he put a bubble wand to my head, and he said, "You better get a dessert or I'm gonna get fired." So, yeah. Of course I'm joking, but he pleaded with us to get a dessert, so we said that we would get one to share. So this is for us to share. We're both gonna get a couple of bites to make the man happy. But yeah, this is the, what's it called again? Cookies and cream sundae, there you go.
Embarkation star. Figaro, you know what I mean. What they can't do these days. Come on, everybody! Here we go!
We are about 10 minutes until showtime over here in the atrium for the pumpkin tree lighting ceremony. And this is our crowd level at the moment. They did ask everyone up front over there to sit down so that way everybody has an equal opportunity to see. Once you get past the elevators, it's kind of, fair game. They also have a queue set up over there for when the Sanderson sisters come out, because we have Minnie, Daisy, and Clarabelle coming out in their Sanderson sister outfits immediately following the presentation over here, and that's what that queue is for right there. Just to give you guys a little bit of information before you guys get here so you know what to expect.
Now talk to us. It's time for Halloween. Everyone say wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Even louder. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Oh, you did it.
Greetings, my fresh faces and innocent eyes. You are all here for fun and surprise. Look at all of you. What a wonderful sight. But don't be scared. I want smiles, not fright. So rise up your voices. Let me hear a loud scream. For I sense your full. Your sense of dread. Give me a laugh to rattle the dead. The Halloween spirits are close. This I can feel. Scream trick or treat, and let's finish the deal. Trick or treat! By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Here tonight, for all to hear, the truest sound of ghoulish cheer. Witches' laughter and ghoulish growls. Zombies, monsters on the prowl. Bring the power of nightmares unseen. Bring them to life. It's Halloween! Happy Halloween!
Well now, my dear friends, I must be going now. I have much more to attend to. Oh, wait, but I'm going to leave you with one final thought. This tree is here because of you and your imagination. So the next time you feel scared of the woods or something under your bed, use your imagination. You'll be safe. Oh, and happy Halloween!
Excuse us, friends, for the sisters. Mercy, my ladies.
Thank you all so much. Actually, at Virginia Beach, Virginia.
So we just got done watching Tangled the Musical, and it was a fantastic show as always. I did have to switch over to my phone because I ran out of space on my SD card. Foolishly, I haven't cleared my SD cards from like the last several trips and videos that I've done, so I'm gonna be working on that tonight. So we have made our way down into Fathoms, where we are getting ready to experience Magic Quest. And if you guys watched our last video series on the fantasy, we participated in Quest, and there was a part in that I didn't put in the regular vlog that I left Patreon exclusive. So needless to say, we've learned from our mistake, and we are chilling in the very back of the room right now. We're gonna be observing passively, we're not gonna be participating, but this is something that hopefully should be a lot of fun to watch.
Dipping cheese and ranch, America. All right, so. That's all right. I did see that you guys like wear cheese hats. Yeah, is that a sports thing? Because I thought it was a cult.
Yeah.
It's kind of both. Can answer, okay? Can you name this TV show?
Thank you for being.
Yes. The Golden Girls. The Golden Girls is correct. Can you name this commercial? Someone here can name this commercial. Yes.
Mentos.
Mentos is correct. Thank you, Courtney. You can take a seat. No, Nikki, you can take a seat because I want the person that gave you the answer to come over. You thought you were sneaky. So we're gonna move. I have I want to know what movie is this from? Yes. Pitch Perfect is correct. Perfect, also known as the Cup Song.
Okay, so they ended up switching things up a little bit. It was supposed to be Magic Quest first, but they ended up not playing that. They ended up playing Herd that first, which is kind of like snippets on the other ships. But now we're playing Magic Quest.
Let's give it up. Okay, let's do a practice run. Let's do a test run, okay? Team captain, stand up. Team captain, stand up. This is gonna be the alpha of the game. Team captain, stand up. I want to see your team number and a key to the war card. 3, 1, 2, 6, 13. Where's your key to the war card, 7? Alrighty. Team captain, stand up. Team captain, stand up. Team captain, stand up. I want to see your team number and a picture of Mickey Mouse. 5, 14, 1, 3. No, I don't see your number. 11, 12, 6, whoa, 9. So, team captain, stand up. Team captain, stand up. I want to see your team number and a receipt. I want to see your team number and a receipt. Show me a receipt. 2, 9, 15, 8, 7, 10, 4, 1.
That's
me. Sorry, that's me. I see myself. I don't see the picture. 12, 15, 1, 5, 14, 8, 13, 4, 11. 19, 13, 10, 9, 8, 1, 14, 7.
Whew. And with that, guys, another embarkation day has come to an end. This was definitely one of the more chaotic embarkation days we've ever done, only because there was so much that we did, and there was also so much to do. These Halloween cruises, are no joke. There's a lot going on, and tomorrow is going to be even more crazy. Not only are we going back to Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point for a 3-month update, hopefully we're going to find out if the fly situation has been taken care of, but tomorrow night we are celebrating Halloween on the ship, and that is going to be in a whole separate video. So you guys are going to be getting a dedicated video from Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point, and then you guys are going to be getting another video with all the Halloween festivities where we are going to be dressing up in our costumes and meeting all the characters, doing trick-or-treating. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on tomorrow night. So if you guys are excited for any of that, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that little button down below. Help us get to 100,000 subscribers. We are getting there, guys. We are almost at 60,000 subscribers, so 100K will be here before you know it. If you enjoyed any part of today's video, please help us out by leaving a like and dropping a comment down below. If you guys made it all the way to the very end of this video, let me know you guys are the real MVPs by leaving the word cruise down in the comments section below. I want to see who the real MVPs are. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.